Hi, my name's Jonathan Hicks. I'm at the UK Games Expo 2019, and today I'm joined by
Mark.
And we've just finished playing Karuba, the card game, which is based on the original, obviously, but it's quicker and obviously it's card-based. So we'll give you a sample turn here. You have a deck of cards, and this very helpful crib sheet here shows you all the different cards that are going to be in your deck. Everybody's deck is exactly the same. You see you have different player colours for different people, but essentially it's exactly the same set of cards in every deck. And essentially you're trying to connect the explorers with the matching coloured temples. So you need to get the green guy to the green temple. So on your turn, you draw 2 cards from your deck and 1 card that you'd previously banked. You always bank 1 card every round. So every time you're going to be looking at 3 cards. Now I'm just going to lay these out so you can see them, but these would normally be secret. I look at these 3 and then I choose 2 of them to add to my grid. Now you can see we're kind of building a grid. Ultimately it has to be a 4x4 grid here that you're building, and you're trying to connect the various peoples. You can see I've managed to connect the purple explorer to the purple temple already, but I need to find the blue temple, and look, I've just picked up the blue temple, so that's quite an important one. Probably I want to play with that one. And the green guy, he needs to connect to the green temple. So, oh yes, I probably want to play with this one. But you have to be able to connect them. Now, if I put the green one there, oh, he would go, that's fine, that would work. The route would connect, so I could play him successfully. The blue one here, if I put it up here, is that going to work? Well, that would work. So in fact, if I take both of these, then I'd be fine. So this one I'm going to bank. So I'll put this here and I will be drawing that next time. And these will be the 2 cards I'm going to be playing. However, once everyone's decided, Mark, have you decided?
Yes, yeah.
So he's banked 1 of his cards. You then look at the total of the numbers. So in this case, I've got 26, and Mark's got
9.
Oh, poor Mark. So because he has the lowest total, of the 2 cards he's chosen, he has to burn 1.
So I've got to burn one with a gem on it. That's the
dear.
point.
So this is a saved one, but this one's actually gone from the game forever, so he's never going to see that one again. Fortunately, I was quite lucky there, because if I had to burn one of these, I would never be able to connect the blue explorer to the temple. He'd never find it because it had been burned. So having picked your 2 cards, or in Mark's case he's only got 1, you then place them. And rules are fairly simple. Obviously it goes in the 4x4 grid somewhere. So this allows me to connect my blue explorer to the blue temple. This guy I want to go at the bottom. Now it doesn't matter that it blocks the path off here. There are no kind of illegal connections in that sense. As long as you can find a route, as you can see here, from the green explorer to the green temple. And you keep going through until you get through the entire deck. But essentially at the end of the game, you're getting 3 points for every explorer you've successfully connected to a temple. At 1 point for every silver gem that they walk through, and there are some gold ones. There's a gold one. You get 2 points if you manage to get them to walk through a gold gem. And the end, most points wins. What do we think?
Yeah, for what the time it takes to set up, play, the table space, it's really good. It does exactly what it's out to do, which is a really hot, quick game, easy to teach. You play with loads of people at the same time, so everyone has their own individual deck. Okay, you have to have multiple boxes, but that's easy enough. Yes, it does lose the nice bit of Karuba, which is everybody playing the same cards at the same time, but that means you don't have that whole thing of, now I'm going to go around and set all my tiles up around my board, and that takes ages. I mean, I love Karuba, but that is a downside to it. So yeah, if you want a really short, really fast, really tight, really easy to teach game that I would still quite happily play with adults, this is a really good thing. We were told by the demoer that it's going to list our best games to play on, like in a pub, and I can see exactly why. Just sits right at the table, really easy, really quick.
Rating?
Oh, I mean, for me, like as a game I'd want to play continuously, maybe somewhere 6, 6.5. But for what it actually is, as a package, if I want a game that is less sort of like short and tight thing, you can easily give it an 8, 8.5 because it does that so well.
Okay. Yeah, Mark summed it up really well. For what it is, I think it's fantastic. It's just so quick. It gives you the similar thought process to Karuba. It's like, well, if I place this here, will I be able to connect it? Obviously, some of your cards potentially being burnt. The difficulty of you want the higher cards to make sure you're not losing one, but the lower cards have the crossroads, which allow you to connect lots of things really easily. So it's difficult decision making there, but it's just so quick. You feel like you're playing a much heavier game in a really short time span, with as many people as you like, and the adding extra people doesn't add to the time limit. So it's really fantastic. I mean, as Mark says, this is not the kind of game I want to play all the time, but if you are looking for a kind of family level, filler, stroke, slightly thinkier game, it really doesn't get much better than this. I'd give it a 9 out of 10 for what it is. I think it's fantastic. All right, thanks for watching. That was Karuba, the card game.